All right, y'all. Kylie on the bus. Now I'm finna get my walk on. I'm gonna try that hill this summer by my house. It just be a lot of traffic right there, but I want to try that hill. But to leave off where I was this morning, y'all, my hair is like, I wasn't able to do this last year. Well, I was, but it didn't look like this. And I just know, and when I stretch my hair, like, it come right here. So I'm gonna find a shop so I can get it dyed and styled. I want to see how long it got. Hopefully I can find one. Because no, I will not be letting anybody in my head. Hello, birdie. I love nature. Y'all see my glasses get dark when I come outside. It transition glasses. But anywho, yeah, y'all. We supposed to be accepting everybody, their indifferences and their beliefs. You know what I'm saying? If you dislike somebody because of their beliefs or how they look, then there's something wrong with you. But yeah, y'all. Don't let nobody tell you that spirituality is demonic, man. Yes, it is people that's on the dark side. It is people out there that work for the devil. But I'm not one of his minions. You know, I'm here to make a difference, change the narrative, and the new world order is gonna happen. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it. The separation is happening. More and more people waking up to who they are. And like I said, they want y'all to not research. They want you to not go and look for yourself. Because I ain't believe nobody. I went and I searched myself. Every day I search. And I learned from those that's been on this journey for 15 to 20 years. I only been on it about 6 or 7 years. You know, I'm still a baby. But it changed my life, you guys. And not only did it change my life, it woke me up to things about myself. I learned myself. You know what I'm saying? It taught me to set boundaries with people that I didn't have. You know what I'm saying? And I love that for me. I don't tolerate things that I used to no more just to have people around. And I'm not for everybody. My channel not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. And once you accept that, life will be greater, baby. That's what I teach my kids. Like, don't be trying to... Because my son, he going to middle school and he's dealing with that now. He trying to find his place. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling him. Because he was telling me, he said, Mama, one of the boys got mad because he wanted to do something bad and I ain't want to do it. He was calling me lame and all that. And I said, okay, you tell him, yeah, I'm lame. We're going to see who live longer than who. For real. I don't sugarcoat. I don't talk to my kids like babies. I tell them what it is. I tell them what it is, baby. I'm not finna sugarcoat. you follow them people, they're going to lead you right down that road where you only going to have two choices. Jail or hell. Dead. Not only am I teaching them, I'm leading by example, because it's plenty of people I want to lay down. Ooh, I'm talking about straight sitting they and just bing, 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 because people deserve it. They need it. But I walk away. I got a lot to lose, baby. And people like that. And because God working on me with emotional intelligence, like I said, I got to let that go. And this flower moon, y'all, is calling you to close those karmic cycles. And that's what's happening. Karmic cycles are ending. And what I mean by karmic is being in your emotions, leading with your emotions, dealing with toxic people, toxic men, being in those relationships that you know you don't belong in. You know you're not being treated properly. That's a karmic cycle. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with things that do not put you in a better position. Dealing with people, you know? So that's what y'all supposed to be doing. And Libras, it's Libra, Capricorn, Scorpio are supposed to be closing it's a 10 to 15 year karmic cycle. And I've been in a karmic cycle for about 10 years. Dealing with toxic men that that breadcrumb me, do not, you know what I'm saying, treat me how I'm supposed to be treated. Definitely not going back to the past. And I'm just saying that because I've never benefited from going back to the past. So that's why I will not be revisiting the past. You know what I'm saying? I hope all those men grow. I want to thank them for being a part of my growing, healing journey, because without them, that's why I release with love. I ain't mad at y'all. Just know you probably will not find a kind of love like that again. It's hard to come by. Yeah, I'm closing them out, baby. I'm closing them out. I'm releasing that emotional baggage. It's the emotional baggage. Like, for good. Like, the portal is open. And I'm ending it. You know what I'm saying? Even if I do decide to deal with my brother again, when I do, once it will be boundaries set with everybody. There's boundaries with my dad. It's boundaries with everybody. And my dad, I talked to my dad yesterday. He has decided to come over here and let me help him. You know, my dad is old, and he said the reason he was taking so long because the doctor just not released him, because the nurse was coming over there, and because my daddy had his feet amputated, not the whole foot, but that's why I'm changing my health and stuff, because like I told you guys, high blood pressure and diabetes run in my family, and I want to take care of my kids. I want to take care of my body, myself, and I want to live to be able to see my kids, interact with my kids. Like right now, it's so much my daddy will be able to do with my kids, because he going to be on that cane. I am my daddy's only daughter. And these are I'm talking about biologically. Yes, I got step siblings. You know, they're not his kids, but he did raise them up. But biological blood, I'm my daddy's only child. And these are his first and only grandchildren. So they'll get to, I'm happy that he's coming over. Because I can help him and he wants to help me. And God said it's time to heal that and let him help me. Like, you know? So my kids can experience their granddad. They got one grandparent left, like on my side. But yeah, y'all. Cause I'm really just trying to create a better life for my kids and show up better for my children and heal so they can get the healed version of me. But I understand people, they was just so used to the old version. They didn't want me to change. They started being mean. Like once I moved in this house, people try to say I changed, but no, they did. They did. Because I wasn't dealing with nobody even before I moved over here. That's the thing. I had cut people off before I moved. Ain't nobody finna make me do nothing. This is my life. I'm in control. Nobody's gonna treat me any kind of way. No one. Family, lover, children. Nobody. I said what I said. Mutual. And y'all gotta be careful, you know, with people, letting people help y'all. Sometimes it be strategy. And I don't like people that throw things back up in people's face, because I done did a lot of things for a lot of people that I ain't even said. You know what I'm saying? And I done called on these people and asked these people to help me. And they would tell me to call on other folks. See what I'm saying? But God want me by myself in this season. Because it's time for me to get my just due, man. I can't get my just due with people that don't want to see me get my just due or ain't support me. You cannot be around me if you're not supporting. Because I support everybody. I don't even know that half of these folks on YouTube, but if I watch their channel, if I don't subscribe, I am going to like their stuff and I'm going to put them in the algorithm, because I want all of us to make it. I ain't got to know you to love you. I ain't got to know you to want you to succeed in life. And I ain't in competition. And I ain't in no rush. We almost to monetization though. And I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited and nervous. I am going to be going live more. I'm finna start back going live. I just wanted to get settled in my home, and I wanted, that's just me. I want my house to look a certain way. I know it ain't gotta be perfect, but I got a couple more things that I want to add. And I don't care what nobody say. That's just me. How I am. And I'm teaching my kids to take care of things, and I like nice stuff. It don't have to cost $1 million, but I know how I want my home to look. You know what I'm saying? But yep, we're gonna be adding some new stuff this summer as we go into the next school year. I'm so grateful, y'all. I'm grateful for this home. I'm grateful. I love my landlord. You know, so far, any issues I've had, even though I just moved in there, they sent somebody out there renting. And in the other house, man, they had me living like a savage. They was slumlords. I don't care what nobody say. And I had kept my mouth. That's why I'm saying I used to be quiet about a lot of things. I used to be quiet about a lot of stuff. You can't be quiet. What the world? What is that, y'all? You can't be quiet about stuff. You have to speak up. And they was just doing me any kind of way. Any kind of way. No, not no more. I speaks up now. I don't care how nobody feels. Because you know you wouldn't want to live like that. You ain't finna live like that. And you ain't finna let nobody you love live like that. So that's why I had to get my kids out of that and from over there. It's peaceful over here, y'all. And everybody's nice. They're nice. They speak. You ain't got to worry about nobody turning their nose up at you. Nobody children being mean to your child just because of coming trying to bully and take over the yard. These kids are nice. They see us outside. They speak. How you doing this evening? You can tell you can tell. And I ain't, everybody raise kids how you want to. That's on you. But, I just want my kids to know that it's nicer people out here in the world. It's nicer. It is. It's nicer people. I want them to know that. Diversity. That's why I like her school, because it's diverse. She has 2 kids with autism in her class. There are twin girls who have albinism that goes to her school. And that's another thing I teach my kids about people with disabilities. And that's why they love them. And she said, because one of them is verbal, one is nonverbal. She said, Mom, the one that's nonverbal, they have a tablet. And she said, sometimes, she'll type. And she said, Mom, I was eating candy one day. And the little girl typed candy. And she said, Mom, I gave her some. And I said, yeah, and it touched my heart, because that let me know I'm doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. I was like that though in school. I ain't run with them. I had popular friends, but they even tried to change on me. So guess what I did? I go sit at my own table. I'ma sit, me and my boyfriend, because I had a boyfriend. We sit misfits. You gonna see me with the autistic. I was friends with everybody. White, black, Chinese. Because I had all kind of kids in my school as well. I don't play that. You don't treat nobody no kind of way, but any kind of way, because of their disability. Because God created us in his image. And you better believe he didn't make no mistake with me. Because even I'm 39 years old. And people try to act like they want to be nasty with me. Baby, I'm very comfortable in this skin. This pale skin. This white hair and these blue eyes. Very. You know what I'm saying? You can't make me feel shame. I'm definitely different for a reason. And I just love people with albinism. I love them. I love autistic kids. I love everybody with a disability. Wheelchair. Because I know, you know what I'm saying, they can't help that. We can't help the way we was made. And it's becoming more common these days. Albinism, that is. And y'all need to teach your kids. Because yes, my kids do get bullied about it, but they gonna put y'all in y'all place. They gonna knock you out. They gonna educate you first. My son definitely ain't going for it. My daughter either, but my son definitely not. He don't play. I know when KJ finna snap. He get looking crazy like me. He get to looking crazy. He gonna stare at you first. Boy, I'm telling you, that boy is me. I see so much of me in my kids. It's scary. I know how I was, boy. I was a quiet child. Sweet child, but Like Akon said, if you ever cross that line, I guarantee you they'll be there to save you. I'm hopping on ya. That's how I was. But my kids changed me. My kids did that for me. If your kids don't, then I don't know. But anyway, y'all, I think I've been on here long enough, like about 20 minutes. I'm gonna get my walk on, turn my music on. It's water drizzling. But yeah, y'all. Oh yeah, also I'm gonna write a letter. I haven't done this before, but I've wanted to, and it's a part of releasing. So I'm gonna write a letter to my younger self, apologizing, even though I didn't get those apologies that I was looking for from my aunt, from my cousin that molested me, from all the way to my daddy. I just gotta release it, write it down, and apologize to myself, my younger self, you know, so I can release that too. But anyway, y'all, take a spiritual bath, you know what I'm saying, and release that hurt, baby, so you can accept what God has for you. Let them people go if you got to. Let them go. Don't keep letting people treat you no any kind of way. But anyway, y'all, love y'all. Bye.